Well, really, our founding families are the pioneers. They are the first people to create what Verrado will become in the future. What's neat is the many of the residents I've met have that pioneering spirit. They have this community spirit, this small town feel. They get it, they're engaged, they love it, they live it, they breathe it. And they start to set the standards and set the character and set the expectations of how this community will grow and live as we go forward. So our founding families and our founding residents are key people in what Verrado will become.
Buckeye is important to Verrado because Buckeye is Verrado's roots. And knowing that helps us to build on the future. When was Buckeye incorporated?
1920s.
Exactly.
1927.
1929.
29.
When did the railroad come in? Well, my husband and I guess have known each other almost our entire lives.
I have no idea.
1910.
Okay.
When was the post office established? We have been married for 43 years.
1927.
March the 10th, 1888.
She's much older than I am.
History is important to me because how do you know where you're going if you don't know from where you've come?
I call it a resort. Every time I tell my friends, I explain it to them because it has everything you need. You have your gym, your facility for workout, you have parks for the kids, you've got restaurant shops, you've got golf course. I mean, you actually enjoy staying home in the weekend.
Coming to this environment, it was kind of in the beginning lonely, you know. Since we met you guys, things really change. You know, it's nice to have good neighbors.
For us, California, living in an apartment, everybody just stays inside. Well, I think we met our neighbors once, it was an earthquake. We were hoping we'd find good neighbors, or as close as our neighbors back home, and we've got more.
We love karaoke.
Yes.
Here's the karaoke king.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was.
The problem is, you just can't take the mic away from
I know.
him.
I don't know what is that.
Chris, it's 3 o'clock
It's
in
a
the
good
morning.
publicity or bad publicity for me, huh?
Not only that, he's a great cook.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
He cooks us.
I think the whole
He's the
neighborhood
best cook.
knows he's the best cook. Nanny, have you met our neighbors?
Yes, we met you at the party. Hi.
everyone's nice.
Everyone's
You
nice.
can't explain it, but there's just something magical here. We just had relatives
That's
this weekend.
true, it's true.
Now they want to move here. So it's something, you
Yes.
can't explain it. This is a paradise. It's an oasis in the middle of the desert. It gives you everything plus more. And I just say, come down and just smell, breathe the experience, and you tell me. Then I'll interview you, and you'll be repeating everything I've been saying.
Verrado has been exciting to watch it grow. I really feel like it's home. I mean, as my husband and I look over the valley, we're looking at the entire Buckeye Valley, which is a treasure to us.
Verrado, with their plans, their master plans, and what they show in the future, it's just really going to add to our community. And I just see a lot of good things. The school up there is really good. The grounds are very well kept up.
And I sense a real strong sense of community that I've known that Buckeye has always had, and I sense that in Verrado, and I'm really glad for that. There's some other people in Buckeye
There's other people there.
that have moved in,
but
Irwiners.
let me correct that, though. There's nobody that lives there as old as we are.
I just feel incredibly privileged, quite frankly, to work in a place where sort of the lines between work and play and live and home and office have been blurred, you know, almost totally. If I've got socks on, I'm probably working, and if I've got flip-flops on, I might not be, but other than that, it's difficult to draw a distinction between the two, and the opportunity to not only be a part of this great community as a resident, but also be a part of shaping its future. To do that personally and professionally, it's an extraordinary privilege and one that, you know, I'm very grateful for.
I never dreamed that I would live in a place so beautiful. For us to be living here in such a gorgeous setting makes my mom cry every time she comes to visit. I mean, we get the great family time that most families get maybe once every Saturday. We get it every single day.
the things that embody what we're trying to achieve here is what we call our signature events, are hopefully what will grow into becoming not only annual traditions for our communities, but all of our families who live here. And these signature events are, I think, what really separate this community from really all others. And Founders Day clearly is at the top of the list in terms of a pinnacle, of community. The future of Verrado's, it's almost overwhelming to think about. The one thing I think we can predict is that the vision of this hometown charm and feeling will never change, no matter how big it gets, or how many main streets are built, or how many homes come in. That feeling, that special feeling of place will always remain.
Inevitably, the sun will be setting behind the mountains, and the kids are wearing down, and the parents are finally starting to relax. They know everyone's safe and in a good place, and then we just breathe this great sigh of relief that it's been another gorgeous day at Verrado, and this is exactly why we moved out here, to be with friends and family.
And the most exciting thing for me has been not just the beautiful street scenes, not the beautiful homes and the buildings. I mean, those are cool for me, but what has been really neat is seeing this community come to life. That life has been sort of the change from it just being a place of buildings and streets to a place of people and a community. But it really is about creating a legacy, a place that we can be proud of when we come back 20 years, 40 years, 50 years from now and realize that Verrado is still the best place in the valley to live.